hot wings, hot topics, and real estate. Host Ryan Spellerberg keeps it real with agents, investors, and insiders every month. No fluff, just good convo exploring the trends, challenges, and questions shaping today's market. Now, here's your host with over 20 years of lending experience, Ryan Spellerberg.
They're on fire. Everybody, Ryan Spellerberg with Hot Topics, the mortgage guy of the group. Let's have a little fun today. Today's guest is someone who's been in my life for a long time, mostly because she's been best friends with my wife, Emily, since they were kids. Erica Williams, along with her husband, John, run Willow Creek Construction, a deck and outdoor living company right here in Sioux Falls. Erica, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Erica struggles a little bit with heat, so we're a little bit worried.
Choke on table pepper. So this should be fun.
It's going to be great. You're going to do great. So why don't you get into the first one?
Okay.
It's medium buffalo. It's very easy, Erica. You're going to be great. And you're going to have to eat actually a little bit more than...
Emily thought I could nibble.
You should not waste those amazing wings from our sponsor.
Probably not bad.
Okay, good. See, I said, just like ketchup. So give us a quick overview of Willow Creek Construction. What do you and John specialize in?
So our main specialty is waterproof underdeck ceilings. So it's a steel product that goes underneath two-story decks. Already starting. I knew it was going to be bad. I hate you so much.
This is going to go great.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. So basically, we create dry spaces underneath two-story patios, two-story decks, keeping your patio furniture dry, clean. We can then go on to add screens, accessories like lights, fans, heaters, patio enclosure systems, so glass and screen systems. Really, you name it. Like we really fell in love with outdoor living. We lived in Colorado for a few years, as you know. When we came back, South Dakota just really hadn't caught on to that quite yet. Granted, we don't have the climate that Colorado has, but we can manufacture that climate.
Right.
So we've really streamlined into that space. We used to do home remodeling. That's how we got into this. Everybody just kept asking, like, can you do something with underneath the deck to keep it clean and dry? And so we looked for about 6 months and actually found this product out of Atlanta. They've been making it for 30 years. So it's tried and tested. It's a all steel product. It does not attach to the joists. It's basically creating a drop ceiling. So you still have access to that space. But it just creates a really clean, aesthetic looking ceiling plus the waterproofing. So you only have to put one product in and then it'll last a lifetime.
If John Williams says it's high quality, it's high quality.
Yeah. I'm very particular.
Very particular.
Found it on page 11 of Google, 11 o'clock at night, woke me up, and like the pictures just, it was one of those things that looked too good to be true. So we're like, what's the catch? But we looked into it. We flew to Atlanta. We looked at it. We watched installs, participated in installs, and there was no catch. Like it's a great product.
For the people that are watching that don't have decks, if you see their quality, you're going to want to have a deck just to have something underneath it. So, okay, next one is Nashville Dry Rub, our favorite wing.
Okay.
Get after it. Thanks again to Atomic Wings, our sponsor. So one of your signature products is the undercover systems. Again, what is it? What makes it different than other underdeck ceiling systems and finished products in the market? Because there are some other products out there. Just you've seen problems with them. And
Yep. And so our product is different, like I said, because it's a 22 gauge steel product. So a lot of the other products out there are going to be tin, aluminum, vinyl. And in our hot and cold fluctuations, like that stuff just doesn't hold up very well. It's usually very temperature dependent for installs. We can install year round because it's 22 gauge steel. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't move. It's hot dip galvanized, so it doesn't rust either. So you don't have to worry about that. And then it's polyester painted, so it is mold resistant as well. So it's basically a self-cleaning product. So everything is sloped. So when it rains or you take a garden hose above on your deck, it just flushes the whole system, and it's just very homeowner friendly. You don't have to really worry about it.
And I think there was a recent windstorm where John was a little worried, got 0 calls from anybody that you've done work for.
Yep. Awesome. We can do mitigation for wind if there's an issue. Like we've installed on the west side of the state where we've literally installed on top of a mountain, just a wind funnel. But we just use a little bit of sealant just to tack those panels down, and they don't go anywhere. Like it's robust. And the other thing we really love about it is it actually doesn't attach to the joist. A lot of those other products that we talked, like we said, there's other products out there. majority of them will attach right to your joist in some fashion, whether it's a tracking system or actually to your joist, which over time is just going to create debris and water buildup and just really shorten the lifespan of your deck and just degrade those joists over time. Other products have to go on before your deck boards can go on, but then you're also putting some sort of ceiling under your deck that's usually a tongue and groove or something that you basically have to access from one end, remove it all the way to the other to have access in there. Ours, you can just pop a panel up, take a look, make sure your deck looks healthy. It breathes, so it's not airtight or anything like that.
Man,
So again, it just checked all the boxes. So I'm like, why don't we have this here?
I just hate when things are attached to my joists.
I
Oh, it's
know,
the
I
worst.
know.
All right, how you doing on the heat?
That one was okay. The dry rub seemed to be better. So,
Fantastic. Well, let's get into the wet stuff then. Here we go. Number 3 is hot buffalo.
okay.
So there's something called a lock-in effect, where homeowners don't want to move because of the interest rate they locked in during COVID. And we're seeing that a little bit. How does undercover deck system ceilings help that person get more out of their home that they already own?
Yeah, great question. So we have seen that a lot, especially when we were still doing remodeling. People didn't want to leave their home because they had such a great interest rate, but how can they get more out of the space they already have? And if let's say you have a 300 square foot deck, and what we hear most of the time is like, we just don't use that space. It's dingy, dusty, it's dirty, it's damp. Patio furniture is always wet, stuff's always just kind of scuzzy. But if I can give you 300 square feet more of dry space in a home you already own at an interest rate that you like, and we can modify that space to be a whole nother extension of your house, I think that's a win for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen that. You've had clients stay in their home because
Tons of them. Yeah.
they love it more now. I
Mhm.
mean, they can use it. It's more user-friendly.
Yep. And that space can be anything you want. It can be a workout space. It can be an outdoor living room. It can be a play area to kick your kids outside. I mean, if you can use that year round, again, you've just added an addition basically to your house without doing an addition.
Yeah.
Depending on how we finish it out.
A lot less expensive.
Yeah.
A lot less. Okay. All right. This is where it starts to get a little bit warm, Erica. How was that one? Hot buffalo was easy.
Not too bad.
Yeah,
Flipped
yeah.
it over because I think you put extra sauce on one
I
side.
did not.
I think
Did
you
not.
lie.
Next one's mango habanero.
Oh, God.
Okay, so before Willow Creek found its lane in undercover systems and outdoor living, you and John were doing all kinds of remodeling work.
Mhm.
Emily and I actually have a little history with you guys from those days.
Yep.
We all partnered on a flip that
I knew
became
this was
known
gonna
as
come up.
the cat house. What does that experience teach you about yourselves, and how did it shape your decision to focus on what you guys are doing today?
Was that to take a bite first, huh?
I mean, not that we found dead cats in the walls, but we did.
No, we sure didn't.
We did. We did.
Not that we found a dead cat in the HVAC.
Yeah, I mean,
So for those people that flip houses, this is literally like the worst thing you've ever seen on HGTV house you could imagine.
Yeah.
Like combine all the bad things about any house you've ever flipped, put them all in a nice little package. And that's what John and I got as our very first flip house. It was awful. And we would have been better off dozing it and starting over because we basically rebuilt it inside out because John is extremely particular.
Yep.
And we are very particular in what work we do, even if it's a flip house. So took us forever, replaced almost everything because, I mean, it was a hoarder house. So stuff was stacked up to the walls, but cats peed on things you could never imagine they could get access to. So
you'd take an outlet off halfway up the wall and there was cat pee in it. You'd wonder, how did that happen?
Yep. At several points, we were kind of hoping for just an electrical fire so we could start over, but we did not get that lucky. But we got it done. It was a beautiful house once it was done, but it really, I would say, deterred us from ever flipping houses again. Granted, I don't think it could ever get worse than that. But
It was a rough one to start, and there's no
Yeah.
question on it.
yeah, and there was no going back once you dug into it. Like, so we had to see it to the finish line and had to fix it to the point that we would want to live in it.
Yep.
Which was everything. I mean, it literally got new everything. Like,
Yep.
there was nothing left in that house. We had it down to the framing, and even some of that had to get replaced. Three stories. It was crazy. But
I remember John was on the outside of the house, and he put his arm through the wall and said, "I don't think this is a good sign."
yeah. So I mean, we found bees in one of the walls. A whole, not even bees. They were yellow jackets.
Yeah.
So worse than bees. Yeah. So it was not a great experience, but definitely a learning one. That not that we didn't want to do remodeling anymore, but it just was once we found this niche of this outdoor space, and it coincided with our just love of outdoor living. it was a perfect merriment of we can still do remodeling in a sense, but we don't have to be in your house with you.
Mhm.
We can remodel this exterior space that you're not using, you already have, and really maximize that.
And you've still told stories about how once you dig into a project where you find some
Yes.
really bad things that were done incorrectly, and we'll
Yep.
kind of talk about that in a bit,
Yep.
but still not perfect unless
Right.
you're looking at a
Right.
new construction where you know what you're getting into.
Yep. And even in new construction, we've
Yeah,
seen bad
that's
things.
true. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
surprising things, I should say, not
Yeah.
bad things, but just things that are still shouldn't be happening. But with decks, there is definitely less surprises. It's usually whatever's behind the siding. That's usually our only area of surprise.
Because that's as far
And
as you're getting into the house.
and
Thankfully.
we've had 2 incidences now where we found major water damage. But beyond that, luckily you can see most of the bones of a deck.
Right.
So there's very few surprises, which is nice.
Okay, I'm gonna watch you eat these last 2 wings and make sure you actually take a full bite of
I
them.
did take a full bite.
Full bite. Second to last is
My
atomic.
mouth is all
So
tingly.
get after that. We need a full bite. Everybody's gonna watch to make sure that there's a. Oh my gosh!
Oh,
See,
mama.
exactly. It wasn't that bad. Well, and we kind of just talked about this, but when you talk about the quality of deck construction out there, it gets a little scary. What are what are a couple of things homeowners absolutely need to talk to their contractor about before signing on the dotted line for a deck? Because you've seen some new qualities, or some new construction decks that probably shouldn't even be on the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was hot.
Yeah?
I ate so much right now.
Okay, you're welcome. And she's got some kind of goat's milk or something in there because she's allergic to everything.
That one's soy milk. Thank you
Okay,
very
got
much.
it. She milked a soy product.
I was gonna bring pea protein milk, but then I thought you'd make fun of me for having pea milk on set, so I opted for soy milk.
Got it. How are you doing? You struggling a little bit?
That one's hot. I don't like it.
If you don't like that, you're gonna like
I
the
know.
next one.
I'm nervous for that one. It just keeps going. It just keeps giving. What was the question?
Okay. When you talk about the quality of deck construction out there, it gets a little scary. A couple of things homeowners need to do or talk to their contractor about before signing on that dotted line with a deck builder.
So we always advocate for clients to educate themselves. I know in this day and age it sucks because you want to trust the person that is in that line of work to be the expert in their field,
Should be.
and they should be. But when you get bids, they're not always apples to apples. So don't always just go with the cheapest bid, because what material are they using? Are they using green treated, brown treated? Are they using engineered LVLs? Are they using OC lumber? There's a lot of different things to use out there. There's a lot of best practices, and we find a lot of the times either the best practices are known and they're not followed, or people just don't keep up. And there's a lot to keep up with. John and I go to IBS. We go to the Deck Expo.
What's IBS?
International-
Bowel system?
It is, but not that one. International Building Show
Yeah.
in Florida. So we like to keep up with what's the latest and greatest. John watches lots of training videos, and
He's such a nerd.
I know he is. He's building.
such
He's
a
building
nerd.
science nerds out. Like he would be an excellent builder, but he's so meticulous.
Yes.
We would never get anything
Right.
done. But he would be an excellent builder from the building science standpoint. Very on par with Anthony. And so they get along great. They nerd out all the time.
Yeah.
So it's important to know, are you getting what you're paying for? Because if you're getting a bid for green treated and you're getting a bid for LVLs and the price is relatively the same, that's that quality.
Yeah, but how does an average homeowner know?
They don't. And that's the tricky part. So a lot of times, even we tell people, like, even if you don't go with us, here's the questions to ask. Are they using tape on the joists, or are they sealing the joists in some fashion to keep your joists dry? We
Case wet
exclusive.
joists. Or things hanging from my joists. It's the worst.
We exclusively build with LVLs. So LVLs are engineered lumber, a product called PWT, and it's a sustainable product because they don't just use one chunk of the tree. They use multiple parts of the tree. They can grind it up, glue it together, but each layer of that board is treated. So that means it's treated to the outside, every layer, versus a green treated or a pressure treated board. They push that treatment into the board and it only reaches so far.
Got it.
So that's the difference. And PWT products have a 25-year warranty. Brown treated, green treated have no warranty. So you get people who are putting Trex boards and TimberTech and PVC and all these great composite deck boards on top with really expensive, beautiful railings. And these boards have 25 to 50-year warranties, but their substructure has 0 warranty. and will last a fraction of the time as their deck boards.
I'm learning so much, and I see these guys all the time. We never talk about this
Yeah,
stuff.
we don't. But so it's those things that just need to make sense. Like you don't need to use this board if your substructure is not going to last that long. So we really push people to build for their substructure. They can always change those things later, like the deck boards, the railing, all the finish work. That can all be changed at any point, but you cannot change your substructure without rebuilding your whole deck. So we try to just get people to. It's definitely a shift in thinking because people are very focused on aesthetics.
But this is pretty.
Exactly, and that's
Pretty shitty.
sometimes. But so that's what we battle is people aren't used to a builder or a contractor talking to them in that fashion because we are really focused on quality and longevity. And we're terrible salesmen. We don't want you to have to buy from us again. We don't want to have to come rebuild you a new deck.
I don't ever want to work with you again.
That's not it. It's just,
okay, got it.
yeah, we want to sleep at night knowing we did our very best for you, both in terms of quality and the material we gave you and the product that you got from us. So we really push the education piece that it's really important to know what they're building your deck with, how they're building it. Ask to see pictures of their work. And that doesn't always tell you too, because you can cover a lot up, but it's just get multiple bids. We even tell people who get bids from us, get multiple bids because you need to know what everybody is doing, what they're using, and how they're building.
And you're not going to be the cheapest. I know that, but the quality is going to be there.
We are going to have the quality. We're not the fastest either because we're a really small crew. But we're a small crew because we want to control all of those little facets of the build. And we can't do that when we sub it out or we're having a large crew that's coming and just banging out in a day or two. So.
Got it. Well, you ready for the last one? And the rule on this one, Erica, is you got to eat the whole thing.
No.
Yep.
The worst one?
That is the rule.
I don't think that's a
It is the rule.
I've watched the show. I don't think I've seen
Look it
people
up.
finish
Look it up in the bylaws.
Show it to me.
I will.
Pull it out.
We'll show it later.
I'm scared.
You're okay. You're okay. So this is going to be the fun one. So what's been the best post-construction reaction you've gotten from your clients? Nope. Pick it up. Pick it up.
I need a drink.
Pick it up. I'm picking up. I mean, I've seen some of the work you've done for some of our friends and some of our next door neighbors.
Oh, God, I hate you.
Well, you still got a little left. We should just shut the show off right now. I think we're done. And
then I choked on the milk.
Oh, man. Should have had real milk.
Oh, milk was a bad choice.
Yeah, milk. That's Ron Burgundy.
I know.
Yes.
I was like, I gotta get one movie.
Oh, thank God. I almost put a Harry Potter question in here for you.
You should have.
I know.
I nailed that.
I know. We're both Harry Potter nerds, and our spouses are not.
I'm not.
It's painful. It's painful.
There's no way I could eat any more of that.
Okay, sounds
sure.
good. Let's go into your best
My insides are burning.
reaction. Well, that is probably your best reaction right there.
What was the question?
Best post construction reaction from your clients.
Luckily, we've had so many, but I love hearing, I never thought it would look like this, like in a good way, or this has exceeded my expectations. This is my new favorite room in the house. Oh, my tongue. It's like doing bad things to my tongue.
Well, I mean, it is nuclear for a reason.
Oh my God. People do this on purpose?
Apparently so. It really makes good content when you struggle, and you're going to knock it out of the park.
Super. Oh, it won't go away.
Maybe we should just tell everybody how to get a hold of you when they want their outdoor space to be
really
as
love it, I
amazing as
promise.
possible.
They can find us at wcc-co.com. That's our website. Oh. Or they can call us in like a day when this resolves at 605-476-8407.
Got it.
Or
So
they can email us.
if you guys want super high-end quality, these are your people. They'll make your outdoor space look amazing. Just don't ask her to eat anything spicier than ketchup.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Make sure to like, subscribe, give these guys a call if you need them. Thanks, Erica.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.